Danny, we have another great example, an alpha drive. What is the problem with that unit in this moment?
Well, this customer came in for a service, and he's complaining about noise in the back of the boat.
Oh, noise in the back of the boat.
Right.
He's not sure if the noise is here or in other place.
Right. We ran the engine. We hear all the noise in the back end. So I'm suspecting it's probably going to be a bad gimbal bearing due to water intrusion.
Oh, bad gimbal bearing.
More than likely, how water got in there was
Correct.
through the bellows.
Yeah.
Or a lot of water filled up in the back inside the boat and came into the bellows that way. See, there's two ways it can come in.
Yeah.
It can come in through the bellows,
Correct.
or it comes in with the boat sinking and the water coming through the other way.
Two possibilities.
Yes.
All right, and we are going to verify where is the problem.
Yeah, we're going to fire up the engine. We're going to trim this down. We're going to fire it up so we can listen to it so you hear what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay.
We are going to verify the noise. And
The noise.
according with the noise, probably is over there.
Yeah, and you know, and what gives it, what's a little secret, like a trade secret, is that when you turn the wheel hard to one direction, that's when the drive shaft puts more pressure against the gimbal bearing. So if the rumbling's louder, then you know it's the gimbal bearing.
Good tip.
Yeah, that's really the best way to confirm what you're looking for.
All right, okay, we are going to do that.
We're going to do that.
Danny, each lower unit have a different
Flush kits, flush things.
Okay,
right.
What about this?
This one here will work for this alpha. If you look here on the side, just like the lower units, there's the water pickup right
Correct.
there. So you're going to want to put this over that. So when you turn on the water, the water pump will suck it. Because remember, this is an alpha. The water pump is here.
It's here, not inside.
Not inside like
Correct.
the Bravo.
The Bravo. The Bravo have the raw water pump connected with a bell with the crankshaft.
Correct.
And this one is here in the lower unit.
In the lower unit.
All right, perfect. Alpha in the lower unit, Bravo on the engine.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'm going to turn on the water.
Okay, you prefer I close the valve and after that we open?
Okay, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Danny, this is another one.
Yeah, that's another one. This one usually made for Volvo and some old OMC stern drives.
Okay. It's the same. Basically, the design is the same.
It's the same design. It's just a different lengths for it can match up.
Correct. All right. This is for Volvo.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Right now we have the water ready. We are going to increase the flow and start the engine.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. More water, and right now.
Go ahead, fire it up. Rumble, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell unless you really know what you're looking for. Hey, turn the wheel hard to one direction. When you fire it up, turn it hard in one direction.
Okay.
Just give me 5 seconds. Start it up like normal. And then when I tell you okay, then turn it hard in one direction. All right, go ahead, start her up. All right, so now you hear the noise. Now it's a little bit louder. See how it's a little bit louder? Turn it straight.
Yeah.
A little bit more straight. Okay, that's good. You can shut her off. Shut it off.
Yeah. I hear the difference.
You hear the difference, right? So we're gonna pull the drive off.
Perfect.
But since this is an alpha, you have to put it in forward.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Because the position.
Right. So you have like on the drive, you have like an L shape like this. On the off to one side, that's in neutral. Can't get out.
It's not possible.
So you have to put it in forward, and it'll come straight out. Like
Perfect.
That.
Okay. In that case, right now forward.
Yeah, put it just in forward, please.
And we are ready.
Yep, we're ready. Sometimes you get barnacles in here, and they're hard to get out, so you have to clean them out. Here's the question we're gonna do. We're gonna see if this pin moves. If it doesn't move, then I'll have to take the rams off. It moves. So let me get another tool. No, actually.
Probably.
Yeah, let me see the. Yeah, it's too big. I got one more. Now, should be able to wiggle this and maybe break free.
Right.
See, there's water in the, look. See, when you see water coming in like that, more than likely there's water in the bellows. There should no water be coming in there. That's why his gimbal bearing is bad.
Correct. Bien. Acá, Diego.
Ten cuidado con no hacerle daño. And that'd be the big pry bar. Suéltate para atrás un poquito. Bájalo un poco abajo. Ok. There's the water.
A lot of water, huh?
Yeah, a little water. That right there is because the bellows is leaking or the boat filled up with too much water. That's why you have the gimbal noise problem.
Correct. Okay. Great.
And see, this is why it has to be in forward. Because this has to point straight forward. Since we moved it, it's kind of moved already. But it has to be in straight forward like it is now.
If not, it'll
never come out.
Never come out.
Because the shift mechanism, see how it's facing forward? If it's in neutral, it's like that. It'll never come out, so it has to be in forward, like that.
Correct. Danny, and the alignment procedure is the same?
Same thing as the Bravo.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now what is the process to solve that problem?
Now, to change the bellows, you have to take this housing off completely to get the bellows out.
Correct.
So you got to take the exhaust bellows out. Look, perfect. Remember what we were talking about the flapper?
Yeah, the flapper.
Look where the flapper's at.
Oh, yeah, those are the flappers.
Oh, it broke loose.
Yeah, look, remember we were talking about that? We were talking about in the other video?
Yeah, the other
This
video.
is exactly why he was having problems. He's saying the engine wasn't running right.
Yeah.
Well, look at the exhaust.
Look at the flaps.
It'll overheat.
It'll overheat.
Was broken and goes over there.
Yeah, the white pipe that we were showing the video.
Yeah. All right.
This is what I was discussing.
All right, those are the pieces of. Oh, yeah. And for that reason is the overheating. Oh, incredible. Because excessive back pressure on the system. Yeah.
It restricts the flow.
Look at the pieces of flaps over there. Oh, great opportunity.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for anything better that we were just talking about.
All right.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
I mean, this is like the best for case scenario for us and the worst case scenario for the customer. Because now we have to pull the risers off.
Okay.
And we have to install new flappers.
Correct. You remove the risers, new flappers. Okay.
And we don't even know if he's got good risers.
Yeah.
So see how you start with one thing.
And you go back.
But you have to solve problem A to solve problem B and C and all that.
Perfect.
And so
this is a real example.
This I mean, you can't get any. This is actually the best example you could show in this video.
I like it.
Absolutely.
And that's so hard to find when you have a problem.
Yeah.
Because normally they're stuck in the white pipe. They're not stuck here.
Never go.
Could never find
Very
that.
rarely does it ever go there. That's
Yeah.
why I looked and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a perfect example we were just talking about.
Yeah. Good example.
Yeah. So now I will call the customer. I'll physically show them, because if you try to explain that to a customer,
It's difficult, no?
it's not the same as if they see it in person.
Yeah,
and then you can explain to him and show him, and then he'll understand, because
Correct.
you know, you have to. Customers don't know; they have to educate them.
Of course, because right now the situation is different, and the job is a different job.
Yeah, well, we started with an overheat. Now we need bellows, gimbal bearing, shift cables,
probably risers.
Yeah, because here's the deal, and I just want everybody to understand this. When you have a leak in bellows, now it's not just the bellows. You have to change the shift cable, because that shift cable, water's gotten in the shift cable.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so what happens? The shift interrupt. It'll stall the engine every time you shift it in gear, because it's binding. Because it's binding.
Oh yeah.
So now you have to replace this, replace the bellows in there, replace the U-joint bellows, and the shift bellows.
Danny, to explain to our student, those are the flappers.
Yeah, these are the flappers that stops the water from coming back into the engine.
Correct.
And then when the exhaust is blowing out, it pushes it down.
Oh, nice. Correct.
And sometimes what happens is, and we'll show you in this case, is they'll actually burn off. It deteriorates.
It's broken.
It'll go in here, and sometimes it wedges inside here. This goes through the transom assembly, comes out through the drive here, and gets pushed out through the prop. In this case, if you look here,
In that particular case,
that flapper here, see, it's missing. See, it's missing. Well, it's not missing, but this one here on this system would be missing. And look where it's clogged up. So that'll create too much back pressure,
correct.
causing the engine to overheat, because it can't get the exhaust out quick enough.
Correct.
It's almost like when you're trying to blow through a straw and you pinch the straw.
Correct.
You can't blow.
Exactly.
There's too much pressure, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly why.
Oh, this is the perfect scenario. Oh, nice. And okay, what happened if the pieces goes over there?
Well, if it's in here, you can get it out, because here, it really will get stuck right here. Okay? But if it gets stuck inside here, guess what? You have to pull the motor out.
Motor.
And pull the Y pipe off.
No.
It would turn into what would turn into. This is not a big deal. This here, you know, it's a couple hours to get this out. Well, really, to do the bellows, like if you're gonna do the bellows job, it's like a 5-hour job. But now you're gonna have to add a little bit more time, because now you have to take the shift rod out.
Correct. That one.
Yeah, that shift rod right here. You have to pull that out to get that stuff out.
Correct. More time.
A little bit more time. I would charge them an hour more.
But I have a question, Glenn. Normally, when the customer arrives, the majority of the people think that it's the raw water pump, no?
Raw water pump is on the inside here, and you have to split the splits.
Yeah, correct.
And the raw water pump is right on inside here, and it's turned by the shaft. Or if they just do the water pump and without pulling the whole drive out, they would have missed all that, and they would still have the same problem.
Correct. For that reason, remove the unit completely is the best.
My recommendation is, every time you work on a stern drive, you pull everything out, because you just don't know. You would have never known there was water. The only reason we had an idea there was water is because we heard the gimbal bearing making noise. Let's just say it just started happening. You wouldn't know, because it was just starting to happen. Maybe it just started happening recently.
Correct.
So that's why it's important. That's why this is what separates real mechanics from part changer mechanics. You're not here to just change the water pump. We're here to find what the problem is, what's the cause of the problem, diagnosing the problem, and then fixing the problem.
This is a a real example.
Well, this is as real as you can get it. The customer might not be too happy when I call him, but he'll. No.
We are going to remove the shaft, no?
Yeah, we're going to move the shift rod that actually moves the lower unit.
Correct.
So
Okay, we're going to remove the pin.
Yeah.
The pin is bolted over there.
It's screwed in.
All right. Oh yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, that's the pin. And now the mechanism is free. Okay. Oh, really?
Look at that.
So there's a metal rod that goes here that attach. So what happens? The rubber melted, and this whole thing came
Correct,
out.
and fall down. Thank you.
No problem. Leave it in there so I can show the customer.
Yeah.